Hey traders, welcome back to the show. Today we're going to talk about the power of large numbers and why the small picture shouldn't be taken as seriously as the big picture. It's going to be a short and sweet podcast today. I'm going to share you a little clip from a discussion that we had in our live trading room, but I want to give you a little bit of a background of the conversation that we were having before we got to this part. We were talking a lot about traders and how they place judgment off of small sample sizes. So traders that panic off of a single losing trade, traders that panic off of a single losing day of trading, a single losing week of trading, even a down month. Or we can look at the other side of it, right? Traders that get too cocky, too confident over a great trade or a great day of trading, a great week of trading, a hot month of trading, and how as professional traders, we need to be grounded and understand that, yes, it's okay to have those short-term emotions. We are allowed to be upset. We are allowed to be excited. But understanding that we are treating our trading like a business, we are treating our trading like, I think I do a sports analogy in here, like a professional sporting team. And despite a bad game, despite a bad quarter, despite a bad play, or a good one, what matters most is our year-end results. And again, I see so many traders that give up on their systems and strategies because they don't get that instant gratification. I see so many traders that get suckered into doing rule-breaking things because maybe they take a bad trade, something they're not supposed to do. They win, and all of a sudden they think they're a super trader, and now they're reckless. They abandon their plan. They just start going off of feel and all the other stuff you hear. And this is why it's so important to work for your numbers, understand your numbers, literally print out and have your numbers next to you, and trust that despite the daily, weekly, monthly ebb and flows, when all is said and done, the bigger sample size is going to be in your favor. And if you can have that confidence, you'll be able to navigate those short-term emotional ups and downs and end the year where you're supposed to end the year, in profit. Let's hop in. It is what it is. It's out of your control. Now, there's other techniques that are different, like the graceful exit. That's a different story. We can save that for another day, unless you guys really want to dig into it. But that's a different thing. But yeah, sometimes you're going to have less than a 1-to-1. It happens, yeah. And that's why when we look at like the results of trades, right? And even especially if you're taking two targets, right? We're not looking at, when we backtest, are we backtesting one trade? Are we finding one Gartley and being like, that's it. That's my profit factor. That's my expectancy. No, right? We're looking at hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trades. So when we're looking at average win, average loss, average risk reward, right? Profit factor, expectancy, this is taking over all different types of trades. This is taking over trades that have 2-to-1 risk rewards. This is taking over trades that end up being rolled and have less than 1-to-1 risk rewards. This is taking over trades that hit target 1 only and get stopped out for break even. Hit target 1 and 2. This is looking at the whole picture of trades and saying that within this whole realm of trades that all have their different outcomes, overall, is the strategy profitable? Taking all of this into account, because I'm going to experience all of this, right? It's no different than looking at a basketball player, right? Steph Curry. You guys all know who Steph Curry is, and I promise we'll take a break after this. Stephen Curry, that name ring a bell, right? Greatest shooter of all time, right? Let me ask you this. We know that if we need a game-winning shot from a three-point range, I think we'd all be comfortable giving the ball to Steph Curry. He is by far the greatest shooter of all time. If Steph Curry takes a game-winning shot today and he misses it, are we no longer going to give him the ball tomorrow because of that single outcome? If Steph Curry has a bad game where he takes 20 shots and he misses like 15 of them, is he all of a sudden a bad shooter? Like, no, because we know that over the 82-game season, he's going to have some bad games. He's going to have some normal games, and he's going to have some crazy games. But all of his stats combined, we know that he's probably going to be the best shooter in the league. taking all the different outcomes, the good, the bad, the even into account. And as traders, we're looking at our strategy as the same way. It is we all understand it's not going to win every time. It's going to sometimes lose, sometimes lose full, sometimes lose half. Maybe we can roll stops. Sometimes win big, sometimes win small, sometimes break even. We're going to get all of that mixed in a bag. But when we look at all of that together at the end of our season, which is the end of our trading year, we should come out on top. The stats should be in our favor. And that's the main thing that we're trying to pay attention to. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, this came from one of our live trading rooms where we obviously do a lot more than trade live. We do look at live opportunities, we break down markets, we answer questions, but we try to have good discussions as well. And part of our philosophy on teaching here at Tier 1 Trading is that it's not just about the X's and O's. It's not just about, hey, here's some training, go and do it by yourself. It is about community, keeping you engaged, keeping you around like-minded individuals, not just in the trading realm, but from a general motivative kind of perspective as well, to kind of make you do the things that you should be doing even when you don't want to do it. So if you guys are ever interested in joining the gang, head over to www.tier1trading.com. We have a 14-day risk-free trial membership where you can get on the platform for 14 days, talk to the community, hop in some of the live sessions, take some training, all with no risk, no auto bill, nothing like that. You just get removed after 14 days. So www.tier1trading.com. I'll see you guys over there, and I'll see you guys at the next episode of the Trading Coach Podcast. Adios.